Gibraltar's police chief retired unexpectedly yesterday. Despite still having 2 years left on his contract, Ian McGrail stepped down without giving any reason. This prompted many to speculate, especially given the government's statement, and those made by the convent and the police authority were very short and similarly didn't offer any insight into why Mr McGrail had decided to leave. The GSD says it's peculiar the Commissioner of Police has left his job with 2 years still to run on his contract. Keith Asopardi told GBC the fact that nothing has been said about the circumstances raises serious questions. Questions that the leader of the opposition says he'll pursue here in Parliament.
Well, look, it was very sudden. So this raises, our reaction is that this raises serious questions that require full answers. You know, there was no inkling that the Commissioner was going to stand down. This was someone who was appointed on a 4-year warrant of office 2 years ago. So he's 2 years ahead of schedule, at least, even without considering whether the possibility of an extension to his term of office. There were no obvious circumstances in the public domain that gave rise to any issue or indication by him that he wanted to retire or stand down, against the backdrop of other speculation of that there has been on social media or indeed in some quarters of the press. We think that this raises serious questions that require answers.
Does this point towards something untoward for you? Do you think something has happened behind the scenes that the public doesn't know about?
Well, when you look at the way that Commissioner McGrail behaved in office, it's very clear that this was someone who had energy, desire, and a commitment to his role. It's important that the speculation that there is out there, because it is out there, it's not real to believe otherwise, there is speculation out there, it needs to be dispelled one way or the other with full answers.
GBC has tried to speak to Mr McGrail about his decision, but he has declined to do so. This afternoon, we have, however, obtained a copy of a farewell message which he sent to all members of the Royal Gibraltar Police. Most of it's very similar to the statement that the police issued yesterday, quoting him. But he does say in his farewell message that doing the right thing, even when it's not popular or comfortable, is tough. And he says it becomes tougher at senior management level. Mr McGrail says it was time to call to an end his service to the Royal Gibraltar Police and to Gibraltar for the sake of his health and well-being. He says it was a very difficult decision, but he thinks it was for the best. And he reiterates that his principles remain intact.